4-0. Briscoe emerging from the ambulance. And that struck a chord with Moxley. It was, the referee stoppage last week, Taz, that struck a chord for Briscoe. Heavy feelings in this bout.
Absolutely, but the feelings are, the cover.
Lateral press by Moxley.
The feelings right now for Briscoe is he needs to find some kind of energy, and he seems like he's trying to maybe feed off the live audience here in Denver. He needs to stop mounting a comeback here as we see Excalibur.
Yeah, we saw it. It was 1 week ago. Briscoe, he was locked in that bulldog choke, and it was a referee stoppage. Briscoe didn't quit, but that's a hard distinction to make to a 5-year-old. Briscoe's son saying, "Why'd you quit, Daddy?" And Briscoe out to prove to his son and to the world that he will not quit in the face of jeopardy. He will not quit in the face of Jon Moxley.
And Marky's got to be loving this right now as the world champion's head to the outside.
Briscoe, he's going to be on the hop here.
Briscoe building up momentum. And Briscoe landing hard on top of Moxley.
He's not done. Watch him fly right here, as you see on the replay. Taking out Moxley right on his head. Crazy psycho man from Delaware. Redneck Jones.
Mark Briscoe trying to ride this wave of momentum. The lariat, the lateral press. Moxley kicking out.
And how quickly the tide has turned after that risk. It certainly paid off.
Sometimes when you get split open and you're bleeding, it really brings something out of you, and you just become kind of different than you normally are. Even with your intensity, it just goes to a new level.
Taz, you know, I think Briscoe's going to have to approach this with some urgency. I mean, of course, we mentioned how the blood loss, that affects your cardiovascular system, but also the altitude. Time, I think, is Mark Briscoe's biggest enemy in this match, and this is a match with Jon Moxley in it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Right now, getting the better with those forearms is Briscoe.
Put to the midsection, though, by Moxley, changing levels.
Absolutely. Moxley quickly changing the direction of this bout.
Hammer throw into the ropes, reverse, chop to the chest, delivered with authority by Briscoe.
And this is what Briscoe gets so good. His ability to change the direction on his side with the quick chops, the movement, the elbows, the forearms.
Moxley taking off his feet, but he was the first man back up. You see Briscoe still feeling the effects of the blood loss, the physicality of our opening contest tonight on Fyter Fest.
Be careful, Briscoe. He could be playing possum here. Yeah, sure thing. He was trying to bait Briscoe in, and it worked.
Briscoe weaves underneath.
Oh, wait a minute. Trying to butterfly the arms, Excalibur.
The double underhook. Briscoe looking for Jay Driller, but Moxley well aware. And short arm lariat. Now Moxley looking to butterfly the arms of Briscoe, maybe think a paradigm shift. But Briscoe returns fire.
Turnabout's fair play. Great counter by Briscoe.
Briscoe absolutely needed that there. Pointing to the heavens. This match based on family, driven by family. We take a look there, but it's Briscoe climbing to the top.
Briscoe could be poised to deliver the froggy bow to Jon Moxley. Briscoe takes flight. Froggy bow. Moxley was ready. Taz, Briscoe inadvertently put himself in some very deep water with the world champ.
Yeah, sure thing. Got the legs in right away. Now Briscoe's definitely in trouble.
As if Mark Briscoe wasn't having enough difficulty catching his breath now.
He's trapping that wrist, so Briscoe can't break the grip. Now maybe he's going Juji Katami here.
Full extension.
Briscoe's got to get to the ropes, reaching out and scooting over, and does.
The tip of his toe on the bottom rope to force the break, but Moxley holding on, trying to inflict as much damage as possible.
That hold does not have to be on long to tear someone's biceps, so hopefully that's not the case for Mark Briscoe.
And almost nursing it on the way out to try and get a breather. Oh no, and it's Yuta.
Yuta had to lock the arm, and for the second time, Yuta playing a role into this match. He was the man that sent Briscoe into the ring post that opened up that wound on Briscoe's head.
That referee never saw it. I mean, referee now is yelling at Yuta. Now he doesn't see what Marina's doing, because the referee was trying to contain Moxley.
Marina, thankfully for Mark Briscoe, just returning Briscoe to the ring.
Oh, they don't like Yuta here in Cannabis Central.
To be fair, they don't like Yuta anywhere, but... Oh, wait, Briscoe!
Rolls through with that Death Valley driver. Now, normally he would pop right up to the top rope, Excalibur. He would look for that froggy bone. Instead, look at this.
The arms, the double underhook. Briscoe spike, but he can't capitalize.
He's right there, Mark. He's right there.
Beleaguered Briscoe covers 2, 3. No! Ian, you would know better than I, but I think that's the first time I've seen anyone kick out of the Jay Driller.
That is the first time, as we take a look at the replay, the fingers locked down, picture perfect, planting the world champ on his head, that anyone in AEW is kicked out of the Jay Driller.
Oh, now Briscoe. He could be thinking cutthroat driver.
Oh, Briscoe has only pulled this move out 8 times in his career.
And now looking for the 9th. No, Moxley.
Oh, nice arm ring, a good counter by Mox to slow down Briscoe. Oh, stopped his head.
Skull driven into the mat. Can Moxley find Briscoe? Oh, Taz back to the choke.
That's the right thing to do. He's trying to get that bulldog choke in again, and he's got it.
And this is the hold that led to a referee stoppage 1 week ago. Moxley changes grip, floats over.
And Briscoe trying to find a way out back to his feet, vertical base now.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. We're counter here.
Briscoe. 2 and Moxley.
Did he get him? I thought maybe he got him.
No, Moxley just barely rolled through.
Trying to lock the finger. Oh, and the bicep grip here, Taz.
Yeah, well, he's doing a lot of transitions, Moxley, from different holds. I say stick to one and keep it on. He had that bulldog choking good, but then he transitioned, which I don't agree with. He got him here.
And Paul Turner calls for the stoppage. Jon Moxley.
The AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Well, Mark Briscoe, he can hold his head high, and he took Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion, very nearly to Moxley's limit.
And honestly, at points in the match, Taz, it felt like it was 3-on-1. It felt like Jon Moxley had 2 partners on the outside.
He definitely did. I mean, you're not wrong, Ian, and that's what happened. A lot of that interference helped him, for sure.
Fans, this is the start of a huge summer for AEW Fyter Fest tonight. Next week, summer blockbuster 4-hour special live event from Portland, Oregon. And then AEW heads to Mexico City and Arena Mexico, the cathedral of Lucha Libre for Grand Slam Mexico. And right now, let's take a look at the talisman of CMLL, Mystico.
Mystico is something special. CMLL continues to make waves in the United States.
And Mystico, by far the most famous luchador of his generation.
Hold on to your hats, as the old cliche goes.